Hello and welcome back to another video of Brotato. Today we're continuing our guide series in Abyssal Terrors and we are playing the Fisherman. You can see we have a ton of trade stuff here. It starts out with plus 5 max HP, plus 20 harvesting. Shops always sell a bait. Those baits always cost 1 HP, or sorry, 1 material. And we get 2 harvesting permanently for every bait that we have. So very interesting character. And today we will be using the Javelin, a primitive weapon, which means when we have 6 of them, we get bonus 15 max HP. We're going to have bonus 20 HP between our trait and the primitive. We have melee damage scaling, which scales very quickly. And we get a ton of damage percent from the bait, of course. Then we also have 2.5 times critical damage multiplier. Plus we have 2 piercing, 100% crit chance every 5 throws on the projectile with the javelin. This actually goes down to every second projectile. So once we have more attack speed, and once we upgrade the javelin, it will be critting essentially every single attack, almost, right? Every other attack, actually, but yeah, it will crit with us having 0% crit chance. So that just means we can get even more attack speed, we can get even more defensive stats like armor, we can get more speed, more luck, harvesting, right? We can pick up other scaling stats that are really nice and will help us survive, as opposed to investing them all into something like crit chance. Armor is nice. We'll take one bait here. Javelin, javelin, javelin here, and that's it. We're only going to go with one bait to start, and we're going to move to the left here, let all the lampreys charge, and then move down. Try to dodge the projectiles as you're moving, and then just move up, wrap around, keep dodging projectiles as you move. Pop for a second there to not get hit by that enemy. Move down again. And that is it. There you go. So we just kite them around the edge of the map very simply. Take another armor, javelin, bait, javelin, and we can take 2 baits this time because we did manage, also hedgehog's gonna be really nice, we did manage to get up to 5 javelins. So we're gonna be here, left side again. Let all the lampreys just charge fast, and then run, just keep running and dodging and wrapping around. So same thing as before. I did get a bit low on HP there, but we are still fine, right? You can see. Once you get out of that initial like burst of damage, you're pretty much just completely fine. And we're through. Easy. Okay. And we could take some move speed. That'll help a little bit. Lifesteal, sure, why not? Bait. Hedgehog, we don't want to buy that yet. We also don't even want to buy this yet, quite. The hedgehog is taking up a slot, though, is the issue. You know what? We're only going to do one bait, and then we're going to stop here until we can get a 6th javelin. Once we have 6 javelins, it'll be a lot easier for us to deal with all of these lampreys. Yeah, we don't have to get 2 baits every time. And their damage does increase pretty quickly at the beginning. Like, they scale really quickly at the beginning because they have pretty much just, it's almost like linear scaling. So it doesn't really, they don't scale up like at an insane pace or anything. But since it's kind of linear, the difference between them on waves 1 and 2 is massive compared to like between waves 10 and 11, for example. So we just want to be a little careful early on and not take too many baits. More lifesteal is nice. More melee damage is amazing. We need that for sure. Insanity is good, but we don't actually care about crit chance, right? We want to remember that. Keep that in mind. There we go. There's our javelin. Now we can actually take 2 baits. So here we go. Let them all charge against the wall. Dodge as much as we can. Move out of the way. Oh, okay. So this is something I have to tell you guys. On wave 5, this is wave 5, okay? Keep this in mind, please. There are these stonefish enemies. They are the ones with the little blue mohawks. They will enrage their allies. They get a move speed boost, they deal bonus damage, and they also get bonus health. So if they do it on a lamprey, it will potentially kill you, okay? Be very careful. That is why I just took a ton of damage from like 2 lampreys and the other ones did nothing. It's just because those lampreys were enraged. Just like this one right here running at me. You see him? Be very careful with those guys. Try to make sure you have enough move speed if possible. But you might not, and that should still be okay. As you saw, I didn't have a ton of move speed there and I did fine. You just have to make sure you focus them down. The stonefish, the ones that are buffing their teammates. Those guys are really dangerous. We'll take another bat for some more lifesteal. Let all of them charge into the wall, as per usual. And then run away, move out the way, dodge projectiles. Dodging projectiles, that's it. Nothing too crazy, right? Just dodging all the projectiles, and we're good. They're all dead. Perfect. And this time we took almost no damage. I will say the most dangerous part of the run is going to be those first few waves, not the later waves. The later waves are actually much easier. Well, in this case, I just took a ton of damage for no reason. That's not because it was difficult, that's because I'm talking a lot. So obviously I'm not fully focused, but I killed like one of these blowfish, and when the blowfish die to projectiles, they explode and shoot projectiles everywhere. So I killed it without looking, and then it hit me. We do not need damage percent. HP regen or lifesteal. We'll actually take some more lifesteal. And luck is going to be really nice. We also got a javelin. Nice, that's huge. So we'll take the lifesteal actually, and then another bait. So 2 baits per shop, like I said. Okay. Let them charge into the wall. Move out of the way. Run, run, run. Good time to really run now. And go back around for the fruit. And we're good. They're all dead. Perfect. Yeah, it gets easier, like I said. As the run goes on, it actually gets much easier to deal with these lampreys. Especially if you're only taking 2 baits every shop. You saw I even only took 1 on certain shops. And I explained my reasoning, so hopefully that's not an issue. But if you want to make it simple, you could also just do only 1 bait for like the first 5 shops. And then once you're about to get to wave 6, then you could start buying 2 per shop. And that should be more than enough scaling to win you the run. It's just that obviously if you have more, you will win the run more easily. So the more you can handle, the better it will be for you. 1 max HP for 12% damage. I actually still don't think it's worth it, to be honest. we have plenty of damage percent, right? We don't need crit chance. Max HP is okay, we'll take it. We actually just want to upgrade our weapons. That is the biggest thing for us. Perfect. And a mirror. I will definitely leave a mirror there. And this as well. Okay. And a broken mouth. Okay. So we're not going for HP regen this run. That wasn't necessarily intentional. I think HP regen and lifesteal are both perfectly fine for us. We could have taken either, but we just so happen to get way more lifesteal. So we're going for lifesteal this run. If we had gotten a ton of HP regen items, we could have gone for that. They would both be okay. I don't... personally, technically lifesteal is probably better. Just like, comparatively, between the two. HP regen versus lifesteal. But I will say, I think they both work perfectly fine. You can always play around fruits, and if you have, you know, enough stats, like your max health and armor, then HP regen will do plenty fine, if you have a bit of it. But yeah, either way, you get lifesteal items, you go lifesteal. HP regen, you go with HP regen. Very simple. And we made it through. Super easy. We definitely want a lot more... Okay, nice. Attack speed. I was about to say. Thank you. So we'll take both of these. A bait. Reroll here. Do this. Fertilizer, but we lose the stat we want, so no. Armor and dodge. This is actually pretty nice. We have a lot of max health, but we don't have a ton of armor or dodge. So dodge is not necessarily the most amazing defensive stat, but it's not something you're going to complain about having, right? It's just something you don't want to be overly invested in if you're not able to increase it enough anyways. Because low amounts of dodge is... It's a weird stat, right? Because it could infinitely dodge even with 1%. But we all know that's not really happening. No one's... like, that would not happen. Like, even if 10,000 of us ran in and tried to get 1% dodge and try to get a you know, like 10 block in a row or 10 dodge in a row, it probably would not happen. So the odds are so extremely unlikely. So dodge is a decent stat. You're always happy to have have it randomly, but it's definitely just much less consistent than like armor. Having a bit of armor, yeah. Javelin is such a fun item, by the way. It's almost like it gives you 50% crit chance for free. We'll take a baby gecko. More attack speed is amazing. And now I'm questioning if I want to do a double leather vest. Double leather vest is not bad. We could also just leather vest bait. I think I'm just going to do this and take the leather vest. I won't complain. It's okay. That's an okay pickup. Do we want the gentle alien is the question. More enemies. We are actually really good against multiple enemies because we have increased piercing. You see it starts at 2, goes up to 3. It actually goes up as you upgrade your javelin. So javelin's really good at dealing with clumps of enemies or groups of enemies coming at you from the same direction. and also very good at killing bosses because of the critical damage multiplier. But yeah, it's an interesting weapon. And I was saying a second ago, it's almost like it has 50% crit chance when you max it out. So if you think about it that way, taking 0 crit chance, you end up with 50% crit chance. But then it's even better than your typical weapon because there's a 2.5 times crit damage multiplier. But since you end up with like 50% crit effectively, like when you think about it, right? You have like 50% crit technically with the passive on the weapon at tier 4. That means that you're kind of dealing 1.75 times critical damage with the javelin. But you don't have to take any crit chance to make that happen. As long as you upgrade the weapon. So that's what makes it so good. It's like it gives you a ton of free critical chance. Yeah, so we don't need this, right? We could just take some move speed, sure. And yeah, see? Oh, I lied as well, because actually the critical damage increases as you upgrade it. So it's 2.75 times at tier 2. That's going to get even better if we upgrade it again. So just to prove my point even more, Javelin is very good. You essentially get an insane amount of critical chance. Like, it is basically just like you get 100% crit chance for free, if you think about it. Like, if you compare it to your typical weapon, which has 2 times critical damage multiplier. Well, in our case, ours is about to be 3 times at tier 3. And if we get it to tier 4, it will crit every other hit. Which means we're basically dealing the equivalent amount of critical damage as a 2 times critical weapon. But we have 0% crit chance. So we just get to invest all of that, like, stat investment goes into other stats, like attack speed, or just tanky stats to make us safer. So yeah, it is an insanely good weapon if you can scale it up. And we're already kind of getting there, right? Because we have them all at tier 2. We have a really nice amount of attack speed already. And we're just getting even more. So yeah, I love the Javelin. Very fun weapon. I'm like really happy they introduced this weapon, honestly. Very fun to play with. More lifesteal is worth it, I'd say. Melee damage is amazing, plus max HP as well. We'll take some more, sure. Melee damage, attack speed, we want to get one of these, of course. A warrior helmet. Interesting. I think we don't need it, but I'll take it to be extra safe, like just super safe. Yeah, again, see? 3 times critical damage, super fast attack speed, very large range, and 4 piercing, and every third projectile has 100% crit chance. And again, that's going to increase once we get it to tier 4. We're against an elite here. See how this goes. Okay, this one is a little bit of a struggle for us. It spawns a bunch of crabs, and then we also spawn a bunch of lampreys. Now we have to kill all of these extra enemies first. Okay, now that the extra enemies are basically done. Almost. Okay, now they're kind of done, actually. We can kind of focus on the spider crab a bit more. There you go. Okay, dodge, dodge, dodge. We might not be able to kill him here. We're getting pretty close, though. It's actually really close. Look at his health. We should be able to kill him. It's actually... Oh my god, it's so close. He's so close to dead. And he died. Yep. Okay, nice. We even managed to be full 69 HP. For basically the entire wave. Oh, the Javelin is so good. I love this weapon. Such a good weapon. Tardigrade. Sure, we'll take it. Oh, Retromation's hoodie. Interesting. So we just want to get a lot of dodge now. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So the dodge will give us a bonus attack speed. So that means getting dodge is even more valuable now. Okay, perfect. I'm very happy with that. We can also start taking a lot more bait. Now that we've gotten to the point where we've scaled up, we can take, for example, 4 bait or even like 6 bait every single shop without any problem. The only limiter is going to be like re-rolling. I kind of want it to be in an interval of 4. I'm a little bit of a nerd. I'm gonna leave it so I can do intervals of 4. So I'm gonna start buying 4 bait every shop to be consistent. And we're gonna get this, of course, armor and dodge. Melee damage +2, that's huge. So yeah, we're gonna have 4 clumps of lampreys coming at us. They shouldn't be an issue. Be pretty easy to kill. And they're all dead. Yep, like I said. We could have gone even more. We actually didn't get hit a single time there. Yeah. 0 damage taken, because we still have our tardigrade. Okay. And yeah, the main stat we want is just attack speed. Attack speed and melee damage are amazing for us. So more melee damage, more attack speed. Oh, sorry, kind of looked away. I dodged something, I think. Yeah. More melee damage, more attack speed are amazing. More lifesteal to be safe could be nice. More armor to be safe. Oh, actually, well, we don't want attack speed, we want dodge because we have Retromation Sooty. When you have Retromation Sooty, it's always more efficient to take dodge. If you want attack speed, you just take dodge instead when you have Retromation Sooty. So that just means we're going to have even more survivability because we get to take dodge instead of attack speed this run as well. So we don't have to take crit chance, and now we don't have to take attack speed. We can just take dodge instead. More melee damage, more armor is okay. So we want 4 of these. Oh, and lifesteal is nice, huge. Yeah, 28. Okay, perfect. Baby Gecko, another Javelin, and dodge. That gives us a ton of attack speed as well. We want that. Okay, and we have an elite next wave. Wait, how did we lose max health? What happened? Did I take a leather vest? Is that what happened? I think so, right? I went from 69 max health to 67. Also, if anyone noticed, that walrus just charged into us and only dealt 12 damage. Only 12, watch. Look. D12. I walked into him intentionally. So we are only taking 12 damage from the walrus. That is like the hardest hitting enemy here. That just goes to show how tanky we are. Ridiculously tanky, and we are dealing, you know, excessive amounts of damage. Like, just unfair amounts of damage with the javelin. So yeah. This weapon, though, I will say, is weaker in the obviously in the first few waves, but that's pretty typical. You're always the weakest in the first couple of waves on the Fisherman. So you can just play it a little safe like I did. I actually said exactly right. I was like, oh, I only have like 3 javelins. I'm only going to do 1 bait here to be safe. And then again, I was like, oh, I only have 5 javelins. I'm only going to do 1 bait again here to be safe. Now I'm taking 4 every single wave with no problem. I could absolutely take more, but I'm like, it's unnecessary. I should just leave it as is. Dodge, dodge. So 1, 2. More armor is really good. More speed is good. We need to have 32. Okay, 1 more. There you go. And 2 melee damage. You could also take that. Sure, we'll take it. We're against an elite. Which one is it? Okay, the gargoyle. Okay, let's see how long this takes. Well, first let's focus on killing all the lampreys before we focus on the boss. Okay, they're all dead. Now we're hitting the boss. He's gonna phase in phase 2, and then he's gonna start shooting projectiles. And he's already doing it now. I want to make sure I'm not too close to him, so I have time to dodge. There's no rush to kill him, right? He's gonna die if we just stay alive eventually. So we could stay far away and then finish him at the right time, just like right there. Okay, yeah, super easy. Alright. And yeah, I mean, nothing much to say, right? We killed the elite in 30 seconds that time. It's only because we had a bunch of lampreys to kill first, right? We had to focus on all the lampreys spawning. And we still need a lot of javelin upgrades. We're going to recycle Greek Fire. We'll take the harvesting. We don't actually need crit chance, so we can take this. But I don't want to go into the negatives. I think how it works is we would end up having 95% crit chance, if I'm not mistaken. I don't actually know. I haven't tested that. We'll take this. Community support is really good as well. And that's 2 rights, 3, a javelin. Yeah, 1 more to get 36. Okay, perfect. And yeah, we have 300% damage percent nearly. Very close to it. And they are all dead. Yep. Just like that. Super easy. I should probably stop shaking, right? Like left and right. Like it's gonna give someone a headache somehow. Because I was like doing this, right? Shaking left and right. There's no need to. Though there is actually an issue where if, at least for me, if I stand still for like 10 seconds and then try to move, there's like some input lag. I don't know if it's the game. I still don't know, actually. I've never seen it happen. Like I've had my friends play the game and I don't think I saw it happen to them. But I've not really seen other people play the game much, to be honest. I think probably less than like 2 hours of like watching other people play this game. So I don't know if that happens to everyone, but yeah, I get like a small input lag if I stand still for too long. Sometimes I just move to like make sure it doesn't happen. Oh, that is insane. It also got cursed. Wow. Okay. That's, I mean, I say it's insane, but we have so much damage percent, it's going to be kind of unnoticeable. It's going to get buried in the mountain of damage percent that we already have. Another tier 3. You know what? Let's make it a tier 4. Let's combine it that way. I think that's 4, but we have... But since one got cursed, it's not showing up, so I want it to be like a 40 stack. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Let's go. And yeah, so now, wait a second. Look at this javelin, guys. 3.25 times critical damage multiplier, but it crits 100% every other hit. So, even with taking 0% crit chance, if you think about it, right, every other hit gets a 3.25 times multiplier. So if you cut it in half, it's like we're getting a bonus of half of 3.25, which would be 1 point, like, oh my god, my brain just lagged. Wait, 3.25? 1.6... Wait a second. Wait a second. Why am I getting confused? Why am I getting confused? Oh, it's because it's a weird number, right? But it's basically like 1.6%, or 1.6 times the multiplier. It's just half of 3.25, right? So we do get like a bunch of free critical damage. But the only way to really take advantage of that is by upgrading the rest of our weapons. Currently we only have one tier 4. If we had all tier 4s, it would be ridiculous. Our damage would be insane. Okay, there you go. Easy wave. Recycle. Oh my god, harvesting. I'll just take 4 melee damage. It's actually really good. 1, 2... Oh, this is really late. Oh, this is so late. I don't know if it's worth it anymore. I don't think so. 3 and 4. And also a peacock against the boss. Screw it, let's go. Let's go, guys. We can also take a clover. It's going to give us some more attack speed. Okay, we're against the prisoner. Okay. Oh, he already mutated. He just insta-mutated because we, like, almost one-shot him. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, well, that took less than 10 seconds, even with all the lampreys and everything in the way. So, yeah. I think I just saw something crit for nearly 700. That might be our tier 4 javelin. Probably is. Yeah, our damage is absurd at this point. Okay, well. And not much to say, right? I think I've showcased the strength of the javelin already. I also took the peacock though, so I need to be a little careful here. I take double damage currently. I do have a ton of armor, so should be fine. I also have dodge, right? But better safe than sorry. I don't want to have to cut the video short. That'd be awkward. Okay. Oh, whoops. See what I mean? I got hit once and it did a ton of damage. Alright, perfect though. We made it. And the torture, that is really bad. The max health is nice, but we actually heal way more than that because of our item. Oh, that's actually not bad, but we have so much damage percent, I don't think we want it. Okay. No, please give me a better stat. Oh, dodge. Oh, I could have taken dodge. Okay, I'll take melee damage. That's good. Yeah, dodge is damage, right? So we want more dodge. Oh my god, did I just get 2 curse in a row? Okay, so we want to get 4 more. That is an insane sunken bell, by the way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this gives dodge, more attack speed. Yeah, we're not going to be able to upgrade our weapons fully. That's the only sad thing. But even tier 3 javelins are really good, right? So, nothing to really complain about. It would be just absolutely insane. If you saw this build with all tier 4s, it would be ridiculous. Like, really ridiculous damage. So, having some tier 3s is kind of balancing it out a little bit. We are still very strong, though. Yeah, we're just very strong regardless. I saw an 842 somewhere. I assume we're going to be able to hit the final boss for more than 1,000, so that's going to be nice. Okay. Gonna pick some of these up. Oh, wait, be careful. Alright, plus 208 at the end, nice. Recycle, attack speed, or dodge. Yeah, nice, dodge. I keep forgetting I should be taking dodge instead. I'll take attack speed since it's here, though. And yeah, javelin, leather vest for attack speed, bait, bait. Wait, how many do we have? We have 50. Ooh, 50 is a good number. 50 is a pretty nice number. I kind of like that. I think we'll leave it at 50. And we are out of materials, okay? Hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, this one's cursed. We can take it. It's not going to look weird because it still says 50. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe leave a like and subscribe. We have 509% damage percent and 195% attack speed. Oh, here we go. Alright, one boss down. A little bit slow. Took like 5 seconds. And 2 bosses down. There you go. Alright, so that is the Fisherman. Very strong character. Honestly, you could use so many different weapons. I just wanted to use the Javelin today, and I think it's very strong. So, hope you guys enjoyed. But yeah, also you can leave any comments or questions below. Next time we will be playing the Golem. Hope you guys can watch that, but that's it for today. So, goodbye for now. Bye-bye.